Welcome back to this coverage of the final game between between Svanholm and KB. And in the commentary box I have with me Sebastian Heap from Glostrup, who's going to be giving me company today. Welcome, Seb.
Yeah, thank you. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
That's it, quite hard. And that's 4 runs all the way. Swanholm moved to 16. And this is another one, a biggie. 6 runs. That's connects that quite well. So I'm quickly moving to 22.
Yeah, he loves that shot up and over cover. Very skillful shot. 1 ball to go. Be interesting to see if he wants to go for 1 more boundary in the over.
Umpire having a look at the ball. Ball just went into the bushes just to ensure that everything's fine. And that's called wide. This is hit quite hard, and that's maximum 6 to match. Quite an expensive over for KB.
He does go again, 3rd time over the offside in the over. It's a matchup that he quite enjoys with that left arm spinner.
Twenty runs coming off that 3rd over from Ishan. So Sebastian, how do you find? I mean, this is your first season playing here.
Yeah.
How do you find that? How do you find cricket here compared to what you had back in New Zealand?
Yeah. Well, I've been having a great time here. No, the cricket's been really good. There are some differences from cricket back home, but honestly hasn't felt too different. Just been getting right into it, having a great time with the club, and putting some good performances on the board as a team. So, no, it's been a really good start to the season.
So Mark's bowling from the commentary box end. Mark, by the way, he's Aussie.
Yeah.
He's been with us for some years now. Great left arm bowler, gets the ball to move both ways.
Yeah, he's got some good skills. Got me out yesterday in the semi-final. That ability to swing the ball both ways from the left arm angle.
So for the viewers, just to give you an update, we had a little challenge with the wind. It toppled over our tent and the equipment was also pushed to the ground. So we've moved further away from our previous location, and that's the reason why you see that the angle of the camera is quite different. Right now our tent is being protected by some trees and bushes, so it's acting as the wind barrier. It's still quite windy here, nice and sunny. And that's struck quite well by Mass.
Yeah, once again over cover. He's loving that area this afternoon.
Swanholm have actually started going, they're going really hard on the KB bowlers.
And he's brought about that field change. Long on coming up, deep cover going back for that shot up over the offside. I've got mid-off and mid-on in the circle.
Should be called wide.
Yeah, it's an interesting field they've got now with square boundary riders both sides of the wicket. So Mark's going to have to be right on top of his length here.
Straight to Hamid coming around. And that's the end of the fourth over. Svanholm at 36 for 1. Wahab on 7 and Mass on 21. 7 runs coming off that last over. Swanholm scoring at a good pace, 9 runs and over, the current run rate. We should be looking at a score of around 180 at the current rate.
Yeah, I think 180 is going to be a very competitive score for this final. Runs on the board, always important. I think both teams wanted to bat first, but with the strength that KB have in their top order batting, I don't think any score is unreachable for them.
So a bowling change at the park end. We have Ali Hassan coming in to straight away dash back for 4 or square.
Yeah, not the length that his captain would have been looking for him to bowl there. but it's brought about the field change again. Square leg goes out, mid-on comes into the ring. Same field here for Wahab.
Chase that. Easily make 2 with that. Ball rather full. And a good arm as well from the deep.
I think fielding is going to be the key today. Both.
Yeah, they'll need to hold on to their catches.
Yeah, two very strong fielding sides. I think fielding might be the difference between them. Windy conditions never makes it easy. Big blue sky.
Leg by signalled, and that's the end of the 5th over. Swanholm are 46 for 1. Nas moves to 29 and Abdul Wahab on 8. Swanholm scoring over 9 runs and over. Mark starting his third over. We have had, I think in the game this morning against Cannibal, there was some issue with when you were batting, Sebastian. I think where you had to move away when the bowler was coming in.
Yeah, that's right. When Dinesh was on strike, he pulled out as the bowler was about to bowl. I think he wasn't too happy about that.
Yeah.
Just a watchful start here from Wahab. Hasn't quite got going. 11 off 14. boundaries coming from this end here. Mad's 29 off 12. Looking very strong off the front foot.
It's quite a crowd of people around the park. Good day, good weather, apart from the wind. Spectators coming in to see this final between KB and Svanholm.
It's a good over so far. Here from Mark, closing out the power play. 2 balls to go.
And we're throwing that into the keeper. So Hamid is playing against his former team, Swanholm. Hamid used to play at Swanholm, and he moved across to KB this year.
Full toss, misses out. That'll be a dot ball to close out the power play. 51 off the power play. Svanholm will be happy with that. 51 for 1.
As moves to 31 and Wahab on 11.
Yes, Hamid will be the key player for KB in this run chase. Coming off the back of a brilliant 100 yesterday in the semi-final. He's the form player. I don't think he'll be going any easier on his old club, Svanholm. I think it'll even fire him up more.
Definitely some level of... I mean, he's in good form. He's been performing quite well. So definitely it's going to be interesting to see when he's coming to bat.
Out of the power play now, but sticking with the pace from the park end. Thought they might have gone to spin straight away here. Some strong spinners in the KB bowling lineup. But sticking with the pace for now. Plenty of spin to come though.
Ali to Wahab. Loud appeal.
Was there a chance at the bowler's end? Wahab a bit slow to slide his bat, but he'll take the leg by.
He didn't expect that ball to be coming in his direction. One more leg by to the total.
Use the feet. Down the ground, 1 run. You sense this is the key partnership now for Svanholm. If these two can bat together for another 8 to 10 overs, that'll put Svanholm in a really good position to accelerate at the back end of the innings. And he's gone.
So Svanholm will lost the first wicket. Mass out for 31.
Massive wicket there for KB. That's really going to slow the momentum in the Svanholm innings. Mad's 31 looking very good. Just wasn't able to quite get up and under that. Hits it straight to cover. Now how will Svanholm react here? They're 2 form players going into the game, both losing their wickets in the first 7 overs. I think we'll see a bit of a rebuild from these two. Abdullah coming to the crease now. He's looked in good touch this year.
Swanholm also got a fairly strong batting lineup, so definitely they could utilize that today. What's required is sensible cricket, building up rotating strike, getting the runs on board.
Scamper throw for 2. I like the plan here though from Ali, full and straight with the field set for it, just keeping it really simple. That's what forced Mads into the big shot.
The same area again. Swanholm plays it quite quick between wickets. That's the end of the 7th over. Swanholm are 58 for 2. Abdullah on 4 and Bahar on 12. Seven runs coming off that over from Ali. So bowling change from the commentary box end. Denmark's veteran spinner, Bashir.
Very experienced spinner, Bash. Good changes of pace.
Played many years here at Gloucester, and the last many years he's been with us at KB.
Yeah, he's got that wind behind him too, so that'll give him a little bit of extra help, a bit extra pace, and to get that drift into the right-hander, looking to turn it away. Two very different players of spin at the crease. Wahab good with his feet down the track as we saw just then. Abdullah, more of an in the crease player, likes to use his sweep shot and his cut shot. There's that sweep. But it's well bowled. Valuable dot balls these for KB. That run rate just slowing down a bit since the power play. That's the arm ball. Very good over. One run off it. Change of bowling from the park end. I think we're going to have some more spin. Or maybe some medium pace. Side into the attack. Right arm medium pacer. It's well fielded at point, that's safe. They get through for the single.
That's a quick whip up the bails by Kuda, the wicketkeeper for KB. Wahab had made it home safe. Loud appeal. Umpire is not impressed.
That's the ball he wanted, Wahab, I think. Accurate start here from the new bowler. It's going to be tricky to get him away for a boundary without that pace on the ball. And Wahab looking to almost play a conventional sweep shot to that region behind square on the leg side.
Good job by the wicketkeeper. And Wahab is stumped. So Svanholm have now lost 3 wickets for 62 on the board.
Yeah, just off the back of a couple of really tight overs since the Mads wicket. Brought about that pressure, and the Billers had to force the shot on the last ball of the over. And lost his shape a bit, and the keeper's done the rest. 2 stumpings now for Kuda. He'll be happy with that.
For Wahab's wicket, Adnan Aftab has come in. Having a little chat with Mark, who's just standing outside the commentary box boundary.
You can hear the Aussie accent from a mile away.
There's field by Ali down there. Gotta get to. Turned a bit.
Change of pace there, and a quicker one. Wahab settling into the ankle roll. Now for Swanholm, he's going to be the key wicket for KB to get.
That's 4 all the way. It's a wrong spot to bowl.
Yeah, well executed sweep shot. Showing he's got the use of the feet and the sweep. It was like a great batting.
But considering that Bash has a lot of experience, he's definitely trying something. I'm sure he knows why he's bowling in that specific spot.
Well tracked down by the bowler.
Yeah, stopped the second one. Putting both sides putting pressure on each other. That's good.
Back on the spot there.
So the first couple of overs, Swanholm were scoring at a decent pace, 9 runs and over. And the quick wickets that fell after put the brakes on the runs coming through.
Halfway through the innings now, 69 for 3. They'll be looking to evaluate what their target score is. I think initially they were looking at 180 plus with the start that they got.
Yeah. And now with the run rate dropping to 7, that's obviously bringing the projected score down as well. 140 on this pitch I think that was also exactly what happened yesterday. Svanholm was shot by about 20 runs, but they did a good job with the bowling and the fielding as well.
Yeah, some excellent catches in that game.
To beat Scannerball. So it looks like it's going to be a repeat of yesterday, looking at a target of around 140.
Great work out there on the leg side boundary, Hamid. Popping it up to, that looks like it's a mirror out there.
Yeah.
Goes again, Wahab. I think he'll just get one this time. Vicious throw from the boundary from Hamid. He's pumped up.
He moved quite fast to get to that ball there.
Yeah, he certainly brings that passion and energy in the field. And with the bat too. Great running.
Fumble there. Come back to 2.
Running between the wickets is going to be a massive part of the next few overs here for Svanholm. They can just keep the scoreboard ticking without having to take too many risks. Just 1s and 2s for the moment. 6 off the over so far, 2 balls to go.
That's up in the air. Should be taken.
Another wicket given away by a fairly reckless shot. Not sure if he needed to do that in this period of the game. As the 4th wicket goes down, 2 catches and 2 stumpings.
76 for 4 at the end of 11 overs. And the new batsman is out here. He's made himself available for the final today. Seven runs coming off that over from Saad and a wicket.
Yeah, once again shows that pressure from KB. Tight, consistent bowling. Medium pace, just on a good full area. Brings about the big shot. Low full toss slipped away. Straight to the man. 1 run. And Saad will face up for his first ball. No changes in the field. But a fairly orthodox field here. 2 out on the offside, 3 out on the leg side, no mid wicket. Cover in saving 1. And the fielders are 5 metres at least off the boundary on the leg side. This one's edged away. No slip in place. That short third man tracks that down, he'll take 2 runs.
Dive by Zach, not getting his arm to it.
Just the feet. Doesn't get the length he wanted. Bashir creating those dot balls here in the middle, mid-lows. He's got tidy figures.
Always been quite economical and also quite accurate in his bowling.
Yeah.
So get over from Bashir.
Yeah, 3 overs for 12 runs. I think he'll probably bowl out from this end. Try and keep that pressure on.
Swanholm 80 for 4 after 12. Score, the run rate is just below 7.
So we'll see a change of bowling here from the park end. Safe into the attack, right arm around the wicket. Bowls those quick off spinners. Looking to either slide it across the right hander or targeting the pads for that LBW. Be interested to see if he just bowls nice and flat or if he wants to toss any up, invite the big slog sweep. Starts with a quick one. I think we're going to get the sight screen moved for the round the wicket angle here. So it looked like he didn't quite pick that up. That one a bit slower. They're coming back for 2. And they just make it with the dive. Though not quite where the wicketkeeper wanted it. Good running in the end.
The batters are trying to put some pressure on the fielding side. Try to take those cheeky singles, converting the ones into twos.
You see that really nice arm on the long off boundary.
So Anik out there.
Yeah, they're a squad full of rocket arms. That's well bowled. End of the over. 4 runs off it.
So Swanholm 84 for 4. Saud on 6 and Wahab on 28. Another 7 overs left in the Swanholm innings. The run rate has dropped to 6.5.
Bash continuing for his last over. And it's gone all the way.
So it's a biggie. 6 runs for that.
I think that's the right move there from Wahab. First ball of the over, just putting pressure right back onto the bowler. I think we'll just look to tick for the rest of the over, hopefully get 10 off it, maybe 12. Or maybe he'll look to go again. That one's just defended. Good comeback this from Bashir. 2 dots following the 6. That wind's just picked up too.
Good Bessie! Straight lengthy buddy! Chip it away, boys!
Down the track again.
Good save. Certainly the fielder is sort of injured.
It's a nice piece of fielding, but he might have hurt himself in the process. He doesn't look too good.
I think we have Dr. Aftab walking around there, checking what's up.
Yeah, he's still on the ground out there. Seems to slowly be getting up, having a stretch, but doesn't look too flash. And he's up now. I think he's going to be okay. Yep.
Seems to be a little bit of a hold up. Something to do with the scoring.
Looks like we're ready to get started again. 2 balls left in the over, 8 off it so far. It's Bashir to Wahab. Oh, he's got him. Swanholm coming, threw it fast and wide. And a sharp bit of glove work again from Kuda. Third stumping for the match.
Take a look at the replay here.
Let's have a look at it.
Stepping out a little bit and not getting back in. Whipping the balls off. Good job by Kuda. Svanholm bust the wicket.
That was the big wicket. Set batsman. The anchor. Wahab 36. Looks like Jonas coming in now. He's been struggling with some injuries this season. Usually be a top order player for Svanholm and opening bowler. Not sure if we'll see him bowl this afternoon. But he's in now at 6 with a job to do. It's the end of a great spell from Bashir. He'll finish with figures of 1 for 20 off his 4.
I think we're having a little hold up on the scoring. Technical glitch, I guess. The scorecard hasn't been updated.
That one's pulled away into the leg side, into space. But cut off by Hamid. Out on the mid-wicket boundary, just one run. Jonas is off the mark. That one a bit shorter. Cut into the cover region, but straight at the fielder. Saf really getting through these overs quickly. That one takes the outside edge. And another single. Tidy stuff this from KB.
So we're driving a little bit in the blind here with the scoring system down.
That one really slow. From Safe just rolls under the bat for a dot ball. Another tight over.
4 runs coming off that. 96 for 5. Svanholm. Soud and 8 and Jonas and 2. 5 overs after this.
And we're going to get Ehsan to replace Bash here from the commentary box end. Like for like, another left arm orthodox spinner.
Anderson, come boys!
Perhaps a bowler on the other end of his career, just coming out of a under 18 setup a couple of years ago. Very skillful bowler.
Taco B!
Drop shot at the fielder.
Creation, come boys!
Anik not throwing it in because there was Cyphers in backing up. I think it was good thought from Anik not to throw the ball in.
Slog sweep. Fall short of the man. Oh, it looks like it's just bounced up and hit him in the face there. On the square leg boundary. Hope he's alright. Just gone through the hands, hit him flush in the face. $100 up there for Svanholm. 100 for 5. What do you think they'll be aiming to target now?
The initial flurry of runs certainly has disappeared. So we're looking, when they started out, the first couple of overs, the projected score was around 180. Now it's from 9 runs and over, it's dropped to just about under 7, under 6.5, I would say. So projected score is now at approximately 130. So unless Swanholm pile up the runs in these last 5 overs, I would say that then they're short by at least 30-40 runs.
Yeah, so we've got a fielding change out on the boundary. Nicholas, the 12th man, is going to come in. That one's driven away out towards long off, but cut off by Zamir out there on the boundary. Nice looking shot. Worked the way through a long run. 1 run, and that is the over. 7 runs off it. Got 4 overs to go now. I think 140 is a minimum score here. We saw 135 get chased down in the last over this morning. And then we saw Svanholm defend 140 yesterday afternoon. Saf will continue from the park end. He's 2 overs for 8 runs so far. Very tidy figures. Jonas has looked to play his shots though so far. Hasn't quite got one away yet, but he's been in a positive mood. It looks like the captain's changed his mind. We're going to get a change of bowling from the park end. Saad back into the attack. 2 for 10 off his 2 so far. And nope, it's going to be Saf in the end. And here it comes into bowler's 3rd over. And he's gone. Hit flat, but straight at cover. It's the 3rd catch we've seen at cover in this innings. Looking to go up and over. And just hitting it straight to the fielder. And he's cross with himself too, as he should be. 6 down now, Svanholm. A lot of work to do in these last 4 overs. Seeing a pattern with these wickets. 3 stumpings, 3 catches at cover.
It's a 2nd catch by Ali Hassan.
Moise comes to the crease. Number 8. Same field here. We'll look at open, giving the single. Cover nice and close for the catch. That's 1 run down the ground.
The ball from Saf there. Not giving too much of it.
I think Saf will thrive in a situation like this where he can just bowl nice and flat. Dots and ones. Keep that pressure on here for KB. They'll be very happy with the position that they have now. That one's tossed up a little bit more. Played away into the leg side. They'll just get 1 Hamid out on that mid-wicket boundary. Sharp work. That That one's quicker into the wicket. No room for Soud. He can only hit it straight at cover for a dot ball. That ends the 17th over. Svanholm 106 for 6. 3 runs on the wicket off the 17th over. And we'll have Svanholm Karimi to continue. Nope. No, I think we'll have Saad. Change of ends for him. That medium pace proving hard to get hold of for the Svanholm batters. He'll look to just bowl nice, straight lines, keep it nice and full, challenge Svanholm batters to hit him down the ground. Right on the money there straight away. Big appeal, but I think he got a bit of bat on it.
Yeah, it's a clear bat on it, so seeing the replay there, sparring part.
Next Saudi! Come on, Saad!
It's up in the air. Shot to Zamir.
Another great arm on the boundary, cuts off the second run.
Nice hustle, Zemi! Good start, great length, buddy! Chipping away, fellas!
Slow ball in the slot. Can only manage to hit it down towards long arm for the single.
Big swing there.
He's bowling well here, just using those cutters, keeping it nice and full.
Just the singles, so no boundaries in this over yet, so probably looking for
That's
one.
a big shot.
That's a big one at 6.
Gets a hold of it, right in the sweet spot. Great finish to the over there. Saad will be cross with himself. Two overs to go now. 117 for 6. I think 140 is still a good score for Svanholm here.
This has been the second most expensive over of the innings. The first one was the third over where Hassan is hit for 20. 11 runs coming up this last over. A little bit sad. So run rate still at 6.5. We're looking at 130 projected score.
Safin to complete his 4 over spell.
It's up in the air. Should be taken. Superb catch for Ali Hassan.
Yep, another catch at cover. 4th of the innings. Moe's trying to take Svanholm, play the big shot. He can only hit it straight up. Comfortable catch again for Ali in the cover region.
Looking at the bowling figures here. Hassan 1 for 33. Ali 1 for 14. Bashir 1 for 20. Saab 2 for 21. And Saab 2 for 13.
That one's cut hard into the offside, but Ehsan in there quickly to stop the single. Attacks it well. About 7 balls to go in this Svanholm innings.
So they're looking to take 2 here.
Not get it.
Little fumble there. That's the end of the 19th over. 5 runs coming off that over and a wicket. Saif has done well for his 4 overs, 2 for 16. Saif's on 22 and Bilal is on 1. 1 over remaining in this final innings. Looks like Ali will bowl the last over from the commentary box end.
Swing and a miss to start the 20th over. Bit more pace on the ball to work with here for Svanholm's batters. They won't mind that. Down the wicket.
Ali's in the thick of action there. He's taking a couple of catches and now a second wicket as well. So Bilal departs. Herring's just scored a run. Swanholm 122 for 8. The batsman is Saeed Alam.
Rosalie. Đi ra đi phần nào. Đi ra đi phần nào. Các bạn phía tay cô. Phía cô các bạn. Stille og roligt, Hassan! Super arbejde! Ellie, det er godt for os! Super arbejde!
A fumble there. Could have been a close one had Hassan collected the ball and had a shot at the stumps. Saud is now on strike. 3 balls left in this innings. Should be taken nicely.
Have we got a no ball here? Yep. So that was caught here on the long on boundary just beside us, but no ball signalled by the square leg umpire. I think possibly short fine leg didn't make it into the circle in time before the ball was bowled, so that's only 3 fielders inside the circle, which results in a no ball.
It's a free hit.
Another very good arm there, Saf. This long on boundary. Hitting the keeper on the full. Two balls to go. What can Sal do here?
Good catch taken there. So Sal departs 23.
Handy innings there from Saud, but another Svanholm batsman who just wasn't quite able to get going. And a second catch there for Bashir.
Taken quite well in the replay, as you can see.
Mustakim will come to the crease at 11 to face 1 ball, the final ball. Can he get Svanholm up to 130? Or can Owie deliver the final blow and take the 10th wicket? Bit of confusion there between the batters, results in the run out, but 1 run off the final ball of the Svanholm innings.
So we had 2 batters stranded on one side nearly, and then Kuda ripping up the bails on that one. So Swanholm innings have come to an end. 127 all out in their 20 overs. And just look at the batting scorecard here. Just good start there between Wahab and Nas. And then a little cameo from Saud in the middle, but the rest of the batters did not really kick or add much to the overall total. So as you said, Sebastian, there's been quite a bit of action in the middle. A couple of good catches by Ali Hassan. He's taken wickets as well. Hassan went for 33 for his 3 overs. 3 for 19 for Ali Hassan. 1 for 20 for Bashir. 2 for 21 Saad. And 2 for 16 Seth. So pretty decent performance from the KB side. And as we said at the beginning of the game, Sebastian, I believe the Swanholm total has fallen short by at least 30-40 runs.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there. KB will be very happy with how they've bowled and how they've fielded. Now it's onto that top order, strong top order that they have to get off to a good start and chase this down.
So very dependent on the batting lineup that we have at KB. And if Swanholm come in and ensure that they bowl a very good tight line like they did yesterday against Svanholm. Take a little break now as we have the KB side going to come out in a couple of minutes to stop the pursuit to 128, the target. We need to do this in 20 overs, and the asking run rate is just under 7, just under 6.5. So please join us soon. We'll be back. Starting the proceedings here now. With KB chasing 128 to win this final game. So it's Koda and Hamid out in the middle. Slowly starting proceedings for KB. So Sebastian, what do you think with regards to the total that Swanholm put up?
Yeah, I think they'll definitely be a little bit. They'll be a little bit disappointed. They would have been looking for 150 plus at the minimum. I'm really interested to see how these two KB openers go about this power play. Whether they go out on attack straight away, or whether they try and play within themselves, hold on to their wickets, and look to chase it down towards the end of the innings. I think that is a pretty clear sign of their intentions. Kuda skipping down the track. Goes under the bat. But an aggressive shot, second ball.
That's very well left by Kuda.
Three dots now to start the innings. KB's innings in the semi-final started with a maiden, but they still managed to get up to 200, so that won't bother them too much.
With that ball. Then KB just need to play sensibly here, not getting too carried away.
Field just relaxes a bit to the edge of the circle for the last ball, but Abdullah quick onto it at point, saves the single.
Just so that's a maiden over. KB starts with a maiden over, so no runs on the board yet. Good over from Jonas. Bowler from the commentary box end will be Bilal Aftab.
Let's have a look at the field here. We've got deep point and then a deep square leg as well. So square boundary riders on both sides, mid on, mid off in the ring. Starts on a good length, but it's called wide. First runs of the innings. Nice length again. Hamid just watchful. Prods forward. There he goes down the track. Well, it's down the leg side, another wide. Hamid looking to target that straight boundary with the field in. Lots of empty space in front of the wicket. If Svanholm can pick up Hamid's wicket early, they'll feel like they're right in the game here.
We got a couple here.
First runs off the bat. Back and across. And he flicks it away over the leg side. Couple of bounces and that's going to go all the way for 4. First boundary of the KB innings, courtesy of Hamid. That just shows the risks. Bowling that line of length with the field up straight. Too easy for Hamid there. Low risk shot in the air over the leg side. Goes back and across again. Finds a bit of space on the offside and he'll take one. Both batsmen, you'd say, just about would have their eye in now. Seeing a few balls each. I think we might see some aggression. It's another wide. Just Dabs down to the short third man. Take an easy single. Ten runs off the over so far. Cancels out the maiden. Just about. So we see the inner ring sag to the edge of the circle again for the last ball. But well cut off Abdullah in the point region.
That's the end of the second over. KBR 11 for no loss. Need another 117 from 18 overs. It's quite expensive, that over from Bilal. 11 runs coming off that.
That wind really picking up now. Heading sort of over the batsman's shoulder from behind him towards that long off boundary. That one's banged in into the deck. That goes under the bat again.
Jonas to put up. That should be taken comfortably. Taken comfortably in the deep. And KB have lost their first wicket.
Looks like Musa out there on the boundary, I think. Could have picked up the length well, but he's hit it straight to the man. Takes a nice low catch. Makes it look easy. Kuda goes for one. It's the first wicket. First wicket for Svanholm. You think they might need a few more in this power play to get back on top of the game here.
The new batsman Zamir. Been in the Danish side for many years. Probably looking to have a great innings today.
To Zamir here for his first ball. Defends that, back to the bowler. Since wickets will be the key here for Svanholm. Definitely well under par, and with the strong top order that KB have, Svanholm are going to need to make some inroads with this new ball. The single puts Hamed back on strike. Zamir off the mark.
Goes to Hamid. Straight to the fielder.
Tidy work, Abdullah again in the point region. Last ball, the third over. Let's it go.
Top ball. And 3 overs, KB at 12 for 1. KB need another 116 from 17 overs. And the asking rate is just under 7. Just 1 run coming of that last over. It's straight into the fielder's hands. Zamir's gone for a duck. KB feeling the pressure a little bit now.
Yeah, they certainly are. 2 down. 2 down within 4 overs. That's not where they wanted to be. Abdullah, the safe hands at point. He's been fielding very well this weekend. And very, very close. Saf comes to the crease now. Saf and Hamid, KB's 2 main batters, you might say. This is going to be the crucial partnership.
KB's a little behind on the runs at this stage. At the end of 3 overs, Swanholm were 29 for 1. KB's is at 12 for 1. As you said, Sebastian, these two need to take KB home.
Saf definitely a player who plays his best when he has freedom. He can just come and hit his shots from ball 1. With a little bit of pressure on him now, it'll be interesting to see how he goes about it. That one finds the inside edge, looking to play through cover, but instead finding a bit of empty space down at final leg. He'll take 2 runs.
Quick look at the replay. Easy single there. That brings Hamid on strike. Face Bilal. Fielder having a shot at the stumps. Saf was home safe. KB will need to look to step up on the scoring.
Yeah, I like that from Svanholm, just keeping that pressure on with the running between the wickets. Abdullah's in there again, saving the single.
That's the end of 4 overs. KB are 16 for 2. Saif on 3 and Hamid on 8. Still need another 112 runs from 16 overs.
Yeah, very interesting first 4 overs here. Set up for what promises to be an exciting finish. Seen some good games of T20 cricket here in Gloucester this season. It's been a interesting wicket to bat on. Seen scores of 120 be defended, and we've seen scores of 110 be chased down in 5.2 overs. So really don't know what to expect when you come to play here, but over this weekend 150 seems to have been about par. Might see a little bit of turn later on.
Big swing and a miss there.
Yeah, they've got that field set for Saif's strong area. They've got the deep cow corner and deep square leg too, just in case of any length given. Mid on in the ring though. Abdullah's in the action again. Use of the feet again. Just that little bit of extra bounce that Jonas gets with his height. We saw a little bit of variable bounce in the first game this morning, in the 3rd and 4th playoff. A couple of balls staying low and then a couple popping up.
And that's it. Massive big 6 there. Definitely a confidence booster for Saif.
Yeah, certainly will be. Just takes a bit of that pressure off. Looking to just stay and hit from the crease this time. But gets a really nice connection on it.
You can see Saif was a little concerned because the ball was going in the direction where little kids are playing in the sandbox. But luckily the ball fell in the clear.
It's the risk you have playing cricket in a public park. Obviously members of the public with their small children. Great running.
Drop and run. Didn't get a single. So KBR 24 for 2 at the end of 5 overs. Hamid's on 9, Saif is on 10. Okay. KB need another 104 from 15 overs. There's 8 runs coming up that over at this stage. Svanholm 46 for 1. KB a little behind with 24 for 2 on the board. Bowling change at the commentary box end. Saud is now coming into the attack. Probably playing in the UK, that experience will be quite handy for Saud in this game here.
Svanholm, you'd say, definitely a pace-heavy bowling attack compared to KB's slightly more spin-heavy attack. Some very quality paces in this Svanholm unit. Obviously, Hamid and Saf, very, very good players of spin. But we'll see how they adapt to the challenges that the pace brings. Saud looking to round out this power play cleanly for Svanholm.
A little edge there. And that's one away, no slip. For 4. It's a welcome boundary.
That one takes the edge again, but finds the short bird man fielder, Moise, down there. He does well to cut off the single.
That's the end of the 6th over. KD at 28 for 2. Another 100 runs needed in 14 overs. KD run rate has been hovering around under 5. So they will need to capitalize on making some quick runs here to win this game comfortably. It's the end of the power play.
We've got Moise, looks like, into the attack from the park end, replacing Jonas, who's done a great job in the power play. That 6 from Saf putting a bit of a dent in his figures, but he'll be very pleased with how he's bowled. 14 dot balls in just 3 overs.
Hamid moving away because of the music in the background.
Accurate start there from Louise. Important they get this field right here.
Maurice to serve. This is hit hard. One's good. It's a 6.
Yeah, that's his strong region. Mid-wicket to long on. Just picks it up nicely off his legs. And the fielder out there can do nothing but watch it sail over his head. Thought for a second he might be in the game, but that ball was hit hard. Travelled well over the boundary. A little bit shorter on that side of the field. I think Svanholm are going to need to pick up one of these 2 wickets very soon, or this partnership's going to take the game away. Run rate dropped down below 7 for the first time in a few overs now. Six and then a single. Nice batting there from Saf. It's always frustrating as a bowler to get hit for a 6 and then just easily prodded into the offside for a 1.
Looking for the second run, but good decision not to take that. The ball was already in the air on his way to the keeper. Wahab is quite quick with those stumpings.
Full and wide. Too wide.
That's hit straight down over the bowler's head. That's 4.
Just that beautiful flow of the bat. Doesn't try to hit it too hard. Picks his gap. Hits the middle of the bat. 4 runs.
That's quite wide as well. I think Maurice is feeling a little bit of the pressure. Probably trying a little too hard. That ball, and that's the 87th over. KBF 42 for 2. Saif is on 25. Hamid is on 11. KB still need 85 runs from 13 overs. So the last couple of runs has helped KB step up on the run rate. $15 runs coming out of that last over from Maurice. At this stage, Swanholm were 58 for 2. We're slowly closing the gap here now. Single to Hamid. That brings Saif on strike. So it is marshalling his field around a little bit.
Wahab just sorting out his angles there. Long on, long off, nice and straight for that shot down the ground. Into the wind though, if he wants to target that long on boundary, into a strong wind.
It's got quite well by Hamid. Didn't get a boundary. It was stuck well within the boundary, but nevertheless, we got 3 runs for that effort. It's good running between the wickets, these two.
Yeah, they look like they're batting with clear intent, these two. Targeting that shorter boundary with the wind and just being happy to play nice shots along the ground and wait for the right ball from this end.
It's the end of the 8th over. KB at 50 for 2. Saif on 28 from 23. Hamid 15 from 13. 7 runs coming out that over from Saud. We will need another 78 from 12 overs. Need 6 runs an over at least, and that's the asking rate. KB is going around 6 and over.
Change of bowling here from the park end. Abdul's going to come on. Off break bowler. He's been bowling very well this season. Good all-round player. Bowling, fielding, batting too. Interested to see that he's coming bowling into the wind. I wonder if that's almost a tactic to try and bait a big shot from these two batters to try and find a wicket. That's a great arm there from the boundary.
And a good decision not to complete the run, because that would have been a disastrous run out.
That's the last thing that KB could dream of in this situation, was a needless run out. Here's a good matchup. Ball turning away from the left-handed bat. But he's got the breeze behind himself. Will he look to take him on this over? I think he will. That one shorter into the wicket. Abdullah just trying to stay out of Saf's swinging arc here.
The moment of defeat. Should be a couple here. Easily completing two there.
It's a nice length there from Abdullah. Like he's found the gap between the 2 point fielders. Quite a big gap there, just behind point.
These two batters are now slowly rolling on. And that's the end of the over. $55 for 2 KB at the end of 9 overs. So we need another 73 from 11 overs.
Change of bowling from this, the commentary box in. We're going to have some leg spin. So spin on from both ends now.
Loud appeal for LBW.
Yeah, big shout. Possibly pitching outside leg. Maybe turning too much. Hard to see from this angle. That's definitely the right length.
Saf trying the reverse weight, didn't quite get hold of it.
I don't think that's the only time we're going to see that shot today. Very strong on that switch hit. Quiet over so far.
Just the 2 runs. Well fielded there.
There's that extra bounce, that overspin. Partnership building nicely now, 45 off 40. Playing within themselves a bit. We're now halfway through the KB innings. 58 for 2, 70 runs needed off the last 10. 8 wickets in hand.
Straight back to the bowler. Need to move the side screen for Seth. Up in the air by Forge, safe.
Some really nice fielding out on the boundary and a great collection from Abdullah, but nice running from these two.
Got a strong offside field set for Seth. He decides to pull it onto the leg side. There's quite large gaps out in the field. Now they need to move the side screen for Hamid. So it was quite difficult moving those large frames. Comfortably get 2 for that.
No 45. We've got that short mid wicket in place instead, saving that 1 on the leg side, but a bit of empty space behind square.
And that's it straight back in the bowler's direction. Just a single there. KBR 65 for 2 at the end of 11 overs. 63 more needed from 9 overs. The run rate has dropped to under 6 for KB, but still doable because the asking rate is just 7 runs and over.
It's nice tight bowling from these two spinners. It's been 4 overs since we've seen a boundary now. Svanholm happy to just concede 1s and 2s for now, try to build up that pressure through dot balls and the lack of boundaries. Both batsmen operating at just over 100 strike rate.
At this stage, completion of 11 overs. Completion of 11 overs, Swanholm was 76 for 4.
That one was smoked back at Hamid and just pops up his shoulder straight towards cover. They won't get a run for it.
That's going to hurt quite a bit tomorrow.
Yeah, Hamid won't show it. Nice change of pace.
Well collected by Rahab as well. Quickly whipping the balls off. But all's good. .30 balls without a boundary now. A little bit of pressure starting to build for these two. And that's the end of the 12th over. 67 for 2, KB. 61 more needed from 8 overs.
And maybe just getting a little bit of treatment for that ball he got on the arm there. That would have been pretty painful. Good opportunity to have a drink, reassess, make a plan for the next few overs. Interesting to see the way that these two are going about their innings. Trying to take it deep, take it to the last few overs and just back themselves with wickets in hand, as opposed to coming out too hot. Svanholm won't mind it though, keeps them in the game. If they can just break this partnership, you never know what might happen. Fielder settles underneath it. Oh, he takes the catch.
It's a big wicket for Swanholm. Serve's gone to 34.
You could just feel that pressure build and build. 5 overs without a boundary. And they wanted to take Abdullah on, first ball of the over. Gets a nice piece of connection, but just gets underneath it a bit too much. Long off, moved around nicely, and took a really nice catch under pressure. Big twist in this final.
It's an important wicket. Swanholm have now taken Surf out of the equation. The new man in is Anikuddin. Abdullah starts his third over with a wicket. And Anik's off the mark.
Four balls left in this Abdullah over. A lot of pressure on Hamid's shoulders now, the set batsman. The recognised batter in this lineup. We see how often one brings two wickets here. It'll be very important for KB that Hamid can hold on to his wicket and take it as deep as he can by himself, with some support from the middle order.
It's put quite well, hitting the side screen. 6 runs to Hamid. Welcome boundary indeed.
Yep, sure is. Goes slightly flatter, slightly harder than Saf. Able to pick up 6.
Comes up with a 4. That's quite late.
Yeah, it's a poor finish to the over there.
11 runs and a wicket coming in that over. KB moved to 78 for 3 at the end of 13. Hamid's on 36, Anik is on 1. 50 more runs. KB need from 7 overs. You need a couple of boundaries here to ease the pressure on the run rate. So KB's quite close in terms of the runs that Swanholm scored. At this stage, Swanholm were 84 for 4. KB's 78 for 3, so definitely wickets in hand. And Hamid is still in.
Sad to continue. He's bowled really nicely so far. 2 overs for just 5 runs. He'll enjoy bowling at the new batsman here. Hopefully he can keep him on strike for a few more balls.
Got the leading edge of the bat, was in the air for a couple of seconds, but falls short of the fielder.
Yep, does well to turn that into the leg side, get off strike. Feeding Hamid to strike as best he can. It's important for Svanholm now to bowl as many balls at the new batter as they can. Try and open up one end and start Hamid off the strike.
Half-hearted appeal from the keeper.
Just lifting his head a little bit on that pull shot.
That's the end of the 14th over. KB are 80 for 3. Makes on 2. Hamid's in there with 37. 48 more needed from 6 overs. The asking rate has gone up to 8. And the current run rate that KB has is just under 6. So there's definitely some pressure on KB. They need these boundaries. They need to use the pressure quite a bit.
Yeah, that run rate's just snuck up to 8 over all of a sudden. Becomes interesting now. KB will be looking for that one boundary each over to release a bit of the pressure.
Changing the bowling from the park end. Saud is coming in from that end now. Svanholm 92 for 5 at the end of 14 overs. So the gap isn't that much, but it's these coming overs that will be quite crucial. The Swanholm is scoring at a lesser rate. He's doing the right thing, giving strike to Hamid. Well, neck, no step. Should get a couple here. Easy 2. And then there's an overthrow, no backing up. 3 runs there.
Svanholm just slooping a little bit there. The throw not quite at the keeper. He's forced to let it go and nobody was watching. That's a chance.
And dropped. Pressure is building up the Svanholm as well.
Wow, how big a moment is that going to be in this game?
Expensive mistake to make.
Pretty regulation catch there at long on.
That was in his hands and then just popped out.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be very disappointed.
Smart cricket from Hamid there. Touch and go. Got a couple here. Makes it home safe. Hamid running to the danger end. Makes it in.
Yeah, again we see that great fielding, great boundary fielding from Svanholm, but Hamid too quick with that dive, makes it home in time. It's a great battle between...
That was a really good dive. You can see in the replay here.
Yeah, here we go, let's have a look. Direct hit might have had him in trouble. Does well though.
So KB are 89 for 3 at the end of 15 overs. Need another 39 from 5 overs.
Big over this. Side's been bowling very well.
That is massive. All the way into the clubhouse. Big six. Straight into the clubhouse.
That really is good batting. Just picks the right ball right in his area. Good comeback though. Hamid's second six to go with 2 boundaries. Just a little bit loose now from Svanholm, a little bit panicked. They just need to take a breath and relax.
They are trying quite hard, trying to get either one of these out. Misfield again.
Ball just spinning past him. Wasn't sure whether to go for the catch or to stay back. Ends up in no man's land. And they pick up 2 runs. That's well bowled.
That's the end of the 16th over. KB on 98 for 3. Anik on 8. Hamid is on 49. He's in good form. Had a century yesterday. Slightly expensive over from Saeed. 9 runs coming off that over. So 30 runs from 24 balls.
Svanholm really can't afford to concede the boundary this over. Need to keep the pressure on. Here's Hamid on 49.
So coming in from the park end. And that's a 50 for Hamid.
Doesn't show too much emotion as he knows the job isn't done. That 50 will mean nothing if he loses his wicket. It's picked up into the leg side. Catch is taken. Big moment in the game.
Anik has gone for 8.
Yeah, he's picked it up well off his pads, but straight into the wind there. The fielder at deep square does very well. Diving forward, takes a nice catch off the ground. I think Moise will breathe a sigh of relief there, as his drop catch a couple overs ago doesn't cost too much.
KB is now 99 for 4. Saad going in.
Striding purposefully to the crease. Will he be the match winner for KB?
KB still need another 29 runs to win this game.
We'll start to get nervous here as we get towards the middle order. Into the bowlers, into the all-rounders. So much weight on Hamid's shoulders now. New batter at the crease.
Saad quickly off the mark. Gives the strike to Hamid.
3 balls left in this over. Small ball. Executes that Yorker really nicely.
So I was always quite a handy bowler, smart thinking bowler.
Yeah.
Strategically thinking cricketer, I would say.
Yeah, definitely one step ahead of the batters. That's a great shot.
So coming out all the way down the track. Well played, 4 runs. Much needed boundary there.
Yeah, and it just takes a bit of pressure off Hamid too. Means he doesn't have to do all of the scoring.
Good movement of feet.
Definitely the wrong ball there with 4 men out on the leg side. It's well stopped by the keeper. Dot ball to finish the 17th over.
He'll be 105 for 4. Need 23 more runs from 18 balls. 7 runs coming out right over for offside.
You see the helmet being run off here, so we're going to get 3 overs of pace to finish. One from Bilal.
Maybe from Jonas and
Who's going to bowl the last over is the big question. We've got Moise, Abdullah, or Bilal to bowl 2 from this end.
Bilal to Hamid. So back.
Fielder does really well down at long on. That's Mustaqim here.
2 runs there. At the end of 18 overs, 17 overs, Swanholm 106. So
Mustaqim's just hurt himself diving for the ball. Looks like he might have dislocated his pinky finger. And Saf's here to put it back in for him. It's a good show of sportsmanship there. That's really nice. Looks like he's all right though.
So we have a fielder right in front of the comms box. Skipper for KB trying to help the Swanholm player.
Ja, lidt.
And he's just going to swap with short fine leg there just to protect himself.
Because he is definitely in the line of fire.
Yeah, you sense there's going to be a lot of action down towards us here at long on. Hamid strong area. Back and across. Winds up, finds a gap. But Musa does well here at long on. Cuts off the second, and Hamid is now down the non-striker's end, which is the biggest thing here for Svanholm.
So run there. Single. Which is sad. And it's back on strike. This is high up in the air.
Field is underneath it. And he takes it. What a massive moment in the game. Hamid gone for 54. Caught right on the edge of the mid-wicket boundary. What a big twist in this run chase. He'll be furious with himself that he didn't finish the job for his team. But he's played a magnificent innings. 54 very important runs on the way to 128 here for KB.
Spectators and his teammates applauding him on his way in. Critical wicket. That's one I've now taken. KB are not there yet. They still need another 19 runs.
You get the sense that
From 14 balls.
This is going to come right down to the wire. 19 runs, 14 balls remaining. Crowd building up here around the two dugouts. Everybody anticipating.
That's a single to Zakaria. That puts Saad back on strike.
One ball remaining in the over. Very important ball here.
Great wicket. Well bowled Bilal. Breaks through the gate. Saad has been bowled.
Massive moment in the game. Huge over from Bilal. Only 5 runs off it, and the 2 key wickets for Svanholm. That leaves 18 runs needed off the last 2 overs with 2 fresh batters in. Momentum definitely with Svanholm now.
KB 110 for 6. 18 runs needed from 12 balls. Ali Hassan comes in as Saad was bowled out. So Jonas is coming in from the park end to bowl the second last over. And Zakaria facing.
Huge over this. Starts with the dot ball.
Big swing and a miss there.
KB possibly sensing that this is their chance. This over with the wind. Wind behind them heading straight. But it's a tough bowler to get away. Bowls that nice length into the wicket, gets that extra bounce. He's a hard man to get away.
And that's out.
Big moment. And just a perfect example of how brilliant Svanholm have been this weekend in the field. Only a half chance there at half chance there for 2 runs, but the fielder does very well to run around, cut it off, and deliver a great throw to the bowler's end. Jonas doing the rest.
Good throw in from the deep, and Jonas collecting that and affecting the run out.
Very tidy stuff. Ali gone for a duck without facing the ball.
Suddenly KB are finding themselves at 110 for 6. Still 18 runs needed.
Who can hold their nerve under the pressure?
Jonas to Zakaria. Straight pass by the bowler. And that's given out as well. Run out.
Another excellent piece of fielding. Almost a carbon copy of the ball before, but this time to long off. A little bit slow, turning back for 2. And he's just short of his ground. As we have a look on the replay. Just turning blind there, committing to the run though. Touch and go, but I think he was just short. Another disappointing end for a batsman. No runs off no balls. 7 down now, KB. Does wickets in hand become a factor? 10 balls remaining, 17 needed.
So 3 balls and 2 wickets have fallen. Now the tail is getting exposed. Quite disappointing for the KB players and fans.
Just looking down the scorecard here, we see Hamid and Saf, the standouts. Nobody else got past double digits.
I think some of those run-outs were not needed. And that's taken as well.
Massive moments in this game. 3 wickets and 3 balls. 2 run-outs and then the catch out to deep mid-wicket. Another nice low catch on the boundary. Svanholm immaculate in the field this afternoon. Haven't made a mistake.
So KBR 112 for 9. Zakaria was the last man out. That brings Bashir Shah to the crease. Bashir has been in similar situations before, and KBR hoping to see his experience.
wicket in hand now. Still 16 runs to get. Can they take a chunk of those runs off with 2 balls to go in this over from Jonas? Just one, prodded into the leg side. Brings Svanholm on strike. Svanholm can definitely hit a ball, likes to use his feet to pace and to spin. Can he find a boundary with 1 ball to go in the penultimate over of this final?
That's the end of the over. 2 runs coming off that over, and Jonas has figures of 2 for 13. Good spell, and taking crucial wickets as well.
Yeah, it's a brilliant spell from Jonas. Did the job early on in the power play, and then came back at the death when his team needed it and delivered a great over.
So yeah, 114 for 9, 14 needed of 6. And Swanholm are 1 wicket away from becoming champions for 2025. That's incredible. And there's a replay of that last wicket. As I'm moving across the line, and in that process ends up opening the gate, Bilal making no mistake, middle stump out. So that was a nail biting finish, but two great teams playing in the final, and just a quick look at the scorecard here. As you said, Sebastian, it was just Hamid and Saf that had contributed with some runs. It was a fairly doable target, but the middle order and the bottom order did not really click. The bowling department did well. 2 for 13 for Jonas, 4 for 20 for Bilal, 1 for 27 for Saad. Maurice went wicketless. Abdullah 1 for 23, and Saad going wicketless as well. But good effort, all-round effort from the players. The wicket.
Yeah, what a great game of cricket. What a great game for a final. 20 wickets taken in the match. Plenty of excitement, some great fielding on display, some great batting and some terrific bowling, especially at the end, under pressure. Svanholm coming out on top. You'd say the better side in the field and the side that held their nerve the best when it came down to the wire. Deserving champions.
This was the first T20 final that KB has played. He's always been quite unlucky in the previous years, and they were really looking forward to be in the final and also play and win as well. But the best team won today, and definitely it's been all-round entertainment. Yesterday, 2 great games, and then today again 2 good games as well. So the match summary before we wind up our coverage of the T20 2025 final. That's the final storyline. Svanholm have won by 13 runs to be crowned T20 champions 2025. KB come in second, and Glostrup coming in third. A great day of cricket. KB will be dejected, but definitely possible to look at where they went wrong and then try harder and work harder for next year's tournament.
Yeah, their focus will shift to the 50 overs now. Still a chance to pick up a trophy there, so a lot of cricket left in this season.
But definitely it's been a pleasure having you, Sebastian, in the comments box. It was good to have you around and also hear your perspectives of the game as well.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Great to be able to watch such a good game of cricket and share a few of my thoughts. So yeah, thanks again.
So with that, we come to the end of this year's coverage. Thank you for joining in from around the world. I hope you've enjoyed the game just as much as we have here. Until next year, thank you so much for joining, and see you soon.